Happy World Card Making Day. Today is also National Homemade Cookies Day, and I've baked up my favorite cookies. They are oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, and I've made them smaller than normal because we're going to make a card and a treat package for these cookies. So it's always nice when, if you're baking up some cookies, put it in a container or a Ziploc bag or something like that. And it's good to do a card or a tag. And one of my favorite stamp sets is Nothing's Better Than Stamp Set because and chocolate and the stamps to go with it. There's also a coordinating die set, the Love You More Than dies. And so you have some images to cut out here. So we're going to use both tonight. So our card, we're going to use the Tea Boutique Designer Series paper because I'm not a tea drinker, but French vanilla mix or French vanilla from Tim Hortons with some oatmeal cookies are awesome. So we are going to use this piece of paper right here, and we're going to create a card using that paper and then this stamp set. All right, so I've already done a little bit of prep. So I've cut this piece of designer paper down and then cut it into 4 and layered it on the, I believe it's Orchid. What is it? No, this is Starry Sky, which is one of the new in colors. And we have Orchid Oasis. Oh no, I'm getting my colors mixed up. This is Fresh Freesia, which I can't say. I'll never be able to say it. And if you do like this color, it will be retiring in May when the new catalog comes. So if you love this color, it is purple. Purple's my favorite, but it's not my favorite purple. All right, so now we're going to do a little stamping on this piece of basic white. I'm going to grab some crumb cake ink and my Simply Shammy. Put my card away so I don't get ink all on it. The Simply Shammy just has some water on it. And I already have the Today's Plan Consume. You may not have been able to see that, but we're going to stamp that right here. Clean the stamp, close the ink. And we're going to do some craft. So this comes in 6x6 pieces, craft paper. And then we have some adhesive sheets. So I've just cut a piece. I'm going to put it on the back side. You could pick a side to be the back side, doesn't matter. This is probably a little bit bigger than what we need, but that's all right. Now, if you don't have a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, you can stamp the word cookies instead, or chocolate or cocktails, whichever one you want to use. But I'm going to cut out cookies because it's Handmade Cookies Day. Homemade Cookies Day. Well, they're handmade too, but All right, so we put this side, this is the adhesive sheet, down this way. Then we put our cookies die. And I don't want to put it right in the center because then I can cut out chocolate or cookies again if I want to make more than one card. Or maybe we'll put cookies on one of the treat bags. I'll show you in just a minute. So I'm just going to pop this back up and we're going to stick that up there. And then, oh, don't forget, there's an I in cookies, there's a dot. And you don't want to lose the dot. But there's the dot. I don't want to lose that. And I don't want to lose my die either. So I'm going to put my die back on my thing here. Okay. So now we just pop the cookies out. Pop the cookies out of the oven. Oh, my oven. It's been a few months without having an oven. And we thought we fixed it. And I was able to bake these cookies, just these cookies, before it died again. So think of me when you're baking cookies today. I'm going to try again to bake, but we'll see. I'd love to make more cookies. And if there's a favorite recipe you have, let me know in the comments. And also, all the supplies I'm using to create these projects today will be in the description. So in the description of this video, you'll find all the supplies. All right, so we have today's plan, consume cookies. That's an awesome plan. We are going to use, where'd they go? I know I had them. Oh, well, we'll have to grab a new sheet. I have dimensionals somewhere around here. All right, so, oh, I did glue that down, so I'm trying to glue it back down again. Silly me. All right, I need more cookies. That's what I need. That'll fix it. Oh, I pull out the dimensionals and then put glue on the back. Oh, well. This ain't gonna work the way I planned. That's okay. So we're just gonna put that right here. It would look better if it was, you know, dimensionals on it, but whichever. So an easy, simple card, and if you don't have the dies or the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, you can just stamp cookies, cocktail, chocolate, whichever you'd like. So there's our card, a nice quick little card. Didn't take too long. And you just cut whatever size square you want and cut it into 4 equal sizes. The harder part is to make sure that you don't mix up which one goes where, because you want that pattern to kind of show on your card. All right, so now another way to dress up your cookies that you've homemade, is to use these Peekaboo treat bags. So there are 10 in here, and they come in white and craft. So I'll take 2 out, and they are small. So they, you know, here's my card. They're about the size or a little bit smaller than a card. Let's do it this way. So it's like 4 inches by 5.5, 5 1/4, something like that. And it doesn't hold a lot. I'll show you one here. So I put one of my cookies, and that's why I made them small. So they're usually double the size. These are good little snack ones, but I like the bigger cookies. But I had to make them smaller to fit in this package. So this is just a little bit of twine with some stamps. So there's the cookies and Be Awesome, which is perfect. And then you can give this as a gift. But another idea is we're going to do some stamping. And if I don't lose my blocks here, I forgot. Block. And we're going to use crumb cake and soft suede. I think it's going to show up. We're going to try the back because I hadn't tried stamping one of these yet. So we want the darker color to be our cookie. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, I'm going to move this out of my way so I don't damage my white cookie bag. Ugh. Then you take your filling, and that is way too dark. All right, that's even crumb cake. So grab a piece of basic white cardstock. I don't have any scrap cardstock at my side, so that is better. That will be the second stamp. So I'm glad I tested it on the back, because so what if, oh, it really soaked through that. Well, I did the experiment for you. Now it's very hard to open these, so you don't want to stamp on the back. So let's try another one. Let's see. Okay, so we do the darker color, and you can stamp off as well. And we may have to, you know what? I need, where did it go? my deluxe foam mat so I don't get ink all over my table. All right, so what I should do is before I wreck another one, let's do this. Now, I'm just going to stamp off, rotate this around so I can do that. And that's a lot better. All right, so we can do that. So we take the lighter color, stamp it off. It's almost too light now. I wonder if we did it on here. Gives it kind of a texture, maybe like a texture like a oatmeal cookie. That didn't really show through, so that's kind of good. Let's ink up the really juicy ink pad. Not bad. All right, and we'll do one more here and one more up there, because we're not going to be able to stamp on this part here because that is where the closure is. Okay, so let's do a couple more. Wonder if I stamp on that, if it'll wash off. Let's see. Looky there. Isn't that awesome? So if you wipe it off, it will be perfect. And then one more. Okay. Where's my... So I'm going to close that so I don't get the dark. And the same thing. We'll just take the Simply Shammy. There we go. That works. And then line that up. That is adorable. I love that. All right. And my favorite thing about this Simply Shammy and the deluxe foam mat is you just have to wipe it away and it's nice and clean for the next time. And you just give a little twist, not so hard, to clean your stamps. All right, so now I'll just show you. So one cookie. One cookie is all that's going to be in there. So before you decorate your bags, it's good to put whatever little treats. So if you're going to put M&Ms or Skittles or the Hershey's miniatures might fit in here. You might be able to get a couple, but it's not very, very thick. So we're going to, where did that go? So I'm going to do this one again. And I have today's plan. And I forgot to trim this down. So we're going to do this as, we're going to do it this way. So there, we're going to do 2 inches, I think. Let's do that. And then we're going to cut another cookies. So that's why I put more adhesive sheet on there. Things are sticking together here. Oh, because I didn't close up my bag of stuff. That's okay. All right. So, does anyone have a favorite cookie recipe? Is it chocolate chip cookies? Maybe you like raisin cookies? I don't like raisins. Maybe it's a recipe that your grandmother made, like my grandmother's whipped shortbread that I make at Christmas time. And they have like maraschino cherries cut up at the top, and I don't eat that's really the only way I'll eat maraschino cherries. But I love her recipe. So let's just see how this looks. Yep, that'll work. And we're going to do purple. We're going to do the Starry Sky. That was the color from the Tea Boutique Designer Series paper. And we're going to do today's plan because every day should be cookie day. Close up the ink before I get it everywhere. Take this backing off. I'd rather have trouble taking this backing off than trying to put the really thin glue on this word. Then we take our little eye, our dot our T's. I'm sorry, dot our T's. Dot our I's, cross our T's. Whoopsie. And a little, get back here. Usually, there we go. Usually my tweezers are good enough. There we go. That worked. So now we're going to take this and we're going to, where's my, oh, right here. So I have this sparkly, what is it called? Iridescent Trim. This is from the July to December mini catalog. And I'm just going to tie this in a knot. Right like this. And then I'm going to move it up a little. You can even put it in the little holes up here if you want, but I think I'm going to leave it right there. And I am going to use some tear and tape adhesive. So a reminder, all the products that I'm using to create these projects will be in the description of the video. And there'll also be a link. So if you are in Canada and would like to place an order, there'll be a link where you can do that with me. So we'll put that on there. Grab some scissors. Oopsie. Cut that off. And then we have another package. So we have a sparkly cookie die cut, today's plan consume. We have cookies and be awesome because they're awesome, so that makes you awesome. And then we also have a card to celebrate World Card Making Day and the Handmade Cookies Day, or Homemade. Why did I keep saying handmade? So I hope that you've enjoyed watching this video, and subscribe below to my channel so you'll be notified of my next video. And I hope that you have a chance to enjoy some cookies today, and enjoy.